Discover the essential steps to verify the credentials of any insurance agent in North Carolina. Don't risk making decisions without this crucial knowledge. Welcome to today's explainer. I am absolutely thrilled to guide you through this because, well, we're talking about your financial safety here. You know, the insurance industry has changed so much over the last decade. With all these digital portals and remote sales popping up, knowing exactly who you're dealing with is literally more important than ever. By the end of our time together, even if you are a complete beginner to all this, you're going to know exactly how to ensure the agent you're working with is perfectly legitimate.
Okay, let's take a quick look at our roadmap. We've got why verify agent licenses, 2, meet the NCDOI, 3, the SBS Lookup tool, 4, step-by-step verification guide, 5, understanding search results, and 6, avoiding scams and conclusion. We're going to cover all of this step by step.
Section 1. Why verify agent licenses? The risks of the unknown. Just imagine for a second handing over your hard-earned money or signing a contract that dictates your family's future to someone who isn't actually legally authorized to help you. Sounds terrifying, right? Working with an unlicensed agent opens you up to massive financial risk and potential fraud. It basically means the policies you think are protecting your home, your car, or your life might not be worth the paper they're printed on. Verifying someone's professional credibility ensures compliance, gives you access to their disciplinary history, and most importantly, protects you from unlicensed bad actors. The UNC School of Government sums up our core takeaway today perfectly. They advise, deal only with licensed agents. If you have any doubt, call the North Carolina Department of Insurance. I love this because it reminds us that you have the power to verify. You do not have to just take an agent's word for it, and there are dedicated institutions standing by to support you. Section 2. Meet the NCDOI, your consumer watchdog. So, before we jump into the technical steps of the database, let's meet the organization that actually maintains all these records and makes this consumer protection possible. The North Carolina Department of Insurance, or the NCDOI, was formed all the way back in 1899 to regulate the state's entire insurance industry. Currently led by Commissioner Mike Causey, they are your elected state regulatory champion fighting against insurance fraud.
Their mission is huge. It covers everything from promoting a stable insurance market to protecting lives and property across all 100 counties, keeping rates low, combating fraud, and providing unbiased regulation. And listen, they aren't just bureaucrats shuffling papers around. In 2024 alone, the NCDOI saved or recovered nearly $144 million for residents through fraud investigations, consumer assistance, and locating lost life insurance benefits. $144 million. They are a highly active force working entirely in your favor.
Section 3. The SBS Lookup tool. Privacy meets transparency.
Okay, let's talk tools. To look someone up, you'll often use what's called a National Producer Number, or NPN. It's a unique numerical identifier assigned by the National Insurance Producer Registry to individual licensees and business entities. What's really interesting here is how this NPN acts as an agent's official state license number. It essentially coordinates agent and adjuster licensing data across multiple jurisdictions. Now, you might be wondering, why does this matter to you? Well, historically, things like social security numbers were sometimes tied up in these public records. Yikes, right? Today, the NPN protects privacy by completely replacing sensitive social security numbers in public searches. This means you can thoroughly investigate an agent's background and confirm their real-time credentials without ever compromising their personal data boundaries. It's a total win-win for consumer transparency and professional privacy.
Section 4. Step-by-step verification guide. Running your search.
Okay, grab your notepad because we're going to walk through the exact procedure to look up an agent. You get to play detective here, simply following 4 easy steps. Step 1. Navigate to the NAIC State-Based Systems or SBS Lookup portal online. It's a completely free service. Step 2. Use the drop-down menus to select North Carolina as your jurisdiction and licensee as the search type. Step 3. Pick your entity type, so choose individual if you're dealing with a solo agent or business entity if you're checking out a whole brokerage firm. And finally, Step 4. Just type in the agent's name or punch in that unique NPN we just talked about and hit search. Section 5. Understanding your search results, decoding the data. Once you hit search on that SBS portal, you're going to be greeted with a lot of information. Let's decode exactly what you're looking at. Remember, merely finding an agent's name in the database is only half the battle. You've got to look at their license status and confirm it actually says active. If it says suspended or inactive, that is an immediate red flag. Walk away.
Next, look at the lines of authority. This tells you the specific types of insurance they are legally allowed to sell. Like, if you're trying to buy property insurance for your home, but they're only licensed for life insurance, that's a major compliance issue. Finally, always check the contact info to ensure the official registered details match the actual person you're communicating with.
There's a slight difference in the process if you're checking out a solo broker versus an entire agency. For an individual agent search, their name or NPN works perfectly fine. In fact, you don't even need an NPN if you know their full name. But for a business entity search, you'll need the agency name or their full federal tax ID number, which is known as the FIN. It's slightly different criteria, but the results give you the exact same peace of mind.
Section 6. Avoiding scams and conclusion. Protecting yourself.
Even with a licensed agent, you still need to be vigilant. Just because someone has a license doesn't mean you drop your guard. The UNC School of Government provides some fantastic guidance on red flags to watch out for. First, if an offer sounds too good to be true, you know the drill, it probably is. If the agent becomes evasive or defensive when asked for their NPN or licensing details, massive red flag. Also, you should absolutely never sign blank applications or blank claim forms. Just don't do it. And finally, never pay your insurance premiums in cash. The agent demands cash? No way. Always leave a paper trail. If you experience any of these, walk away immediately.
But hey, what if you actually spot a scammer? You should report that insurance fraud securely and anonymously to the Investigations Division of the North Carolina Department of Insurance. And if you're worried about any kind of backlash, don't be. North Carolina law actually protects you from civil liability if you report suspected fraud in good faith. That means no one can take adverse action against you for reasonably reporting a scam, and like I said, you can even do it completely anonymously.
To wrap up this explainer, I need to quickly mention this disclaimer. While the information we covered provides guidance based on current practices, regulations and processes can change over time. Always verify details independently using official state websites and consult professional advisors or legal experts if needed. Ultimately, remember this: your financial security is quite literally at your fingertips. Taking just a couple of minutes to run an SBS search can save you thousands of dollars and years of heartache. The tools are completely free and the power is in your hands. So before you sign on the dotted line for that next policy, are you going to take the 2 minutes to verify who you're trusting your future with? Stay protected, and thanks so much for joining me.